Your willpower will never beat your environment. That's a mathematical impossibility. You think you're failing because you're lazy. You're failing because your brain copies the people around you to survive. If comfort is normal where you sit, growth feels dangerous. So every time you try to change alone, you're fighting the room you live in. And the room always wins. Stop fighting yourself. Stop chasing motivation. In this video, I'll show you why changing your environment matters more than changing your habits. You are operating under a specific delusion. I call it the silo theory. You see, you believe that you are going to work, you're going to achieve your goals, you're going to be in discipline, and you're going to achieve your ambitions in between this time frame of 9 to 5, and you will manage your friends, you will relax as well, you will have fun as well in your social life. You think that your work life and your social life are two separate silos, and you will be able to separate them with this wall you have built. My friend, let me break it down to you. Because this wall, which probably you have managed to build for a very small amount of time, is gonna break. Your friends, the way you relax, the way you have fun is going to affect your work life, your goals, your discipline, your ambition. You cannot separate these two silos completely. This is the silo theory. You cannot separate them because this is eventually gonna affect this. Stop blaming your willpower. You treat your willpower like it's an infinite energy source. Well, it isn't. It's a power cell, and yours is leaking already. You see, every time, every micro interaction you have with an lower ambition environment drains you, it taxes you energy. It's the sigh he gives you when you talk about the gym. It's the subtle eye roll when you order water instead of beer. It's the way you have to dumb down your language because talking about systems and strategies is gonna sound like an alienated language to them. All these things, all these times you put a facade on yourself, you're draining your energy, and eventually when you reach home, this this small part is what you have left because this and this you've already drained it all. You do not have any of this. You have 1/4 of your energy left. Not exact numbers, but a representation as to you have 1/4 of your energy left to put on your goals. What are you going to achieve with that? Tell me yourself. You have your full energy, you've drained this much of your energy with your friends, pretending, putting a facade on yourself. And now, with this leftover energy, you want to achieve your goals. How crazy does that sound? And by that logic, how much are you going to achieve? And here's the most dangerous part. He doesn't mean any harm. You think just because your friend isn't toxic and he doesn't steal from you, he is not meaning any harm. Well, intentionally, he isn't. But, my friend, every single time he has said that it's just one night of hangout, dude, it doesn't really matter. It's just a beer, dude, it doesn't really matter. He is actually harming you. Because you see, when you see evil, you run away from it. Because you know that that's evil and that is going to harm you. So you run away. On the other hand, if it is your friend who doesn't want to harm you, he doesn't steal from you. So it's an invisible quicksand. And you're gonna fall in it because you haven't seen that quicksand. Every single time he tells you that it's just a small deviation, it doesn't matter. Dude, if you're walking in a straight line, a small deviation is gonna deviate you from your path and you're gonna reach to your goal way later. So every single time you think that your friends aren't harming you, they are. Keep that in mind. Now you might think that I'll save him, I'll get rich and I'll drag him up with me. Drop the arrogance. You cannot save someone who doesn't want to be saved. Just look at the mechanics of it. Have you tried lifting someone from the floor who isn't willing to get up? He's just a dead weight. You have to bend down. You have to compromise your posture. You have to bend down. You have to compromise your posture. You have to put in so much effort. You have to stop your own growth so that you can pick him up. And all he has to do is lean back and he'll get you down with him on the floor. It's that simple. You tell your friend that, dude, I signed up with that client and I've got this much money. He said, yeah, cool. Have you seen that game? That is how he replies. He is not happy with you. He doesn't relate to you. And that's how, even if you try your best to pick him up, you cannot pick him up because it's very simple. If you want to pick him up, you have to be very, very strong so that you can pick him up. And if you're watching this video, I know you're stuck and you're not strong enough to pick him up. So eventually, there is a very high possibility as well that he will drag you down. Instead of you picking him up, you are going to fall down yourself. So cut that weight, get away from him so that at least you can grow. It's that simple. It is the simple physics of drag because eventually the drag is with him. Now the gravity is with him. He is already leaning back and he will pull you with you. That's simple. Avoid it. Now we need to install a new model and there are certain laws to it. The first law being normalization is the strongest force in human psychology. If your friend group thinks that spending Friday nights completely blackout drunk is normal, you are the one who's gonna feel an outsider for not doing so. If your friend group thinks that spending $50 on drinks is cheap, you're gonna agree with them and this is gonna be normal for you too. And if your friend group thinks that spending $20 on books is expensive, you're gonna believe that and that is gonna normal for you. That's gonna be normal for you as well. So eventually, the normalization here is very simple. What your whole group thinks, you're gonna think that too. And if you don't think the same way, you are not going to resist against it because that is only gonna cost you extra unnecessary energy. So, $50 for drinks, that's cheap, man. $20 for books, damn, that's very expensive. How logical that sounds, huh? Now, the second law is the litmus test. You see, you're gonna say something fundamentally changing, like you're gonna drop drinking for 6 months, or even something much easier, which is written over here is I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every single morning and I am gonna write. There are two possible reactions, two likely reactions to it. Number one is gonna be that he says, oh, cool, man. I want to do that myself. I'm stuck. How are you going to do that? Let's do it together. That's a positive response. On the other hand, notice if he reacts as if, haha, look at Mr. Disciplined. He is going to achieve everything in a day. He's going to write. He's going to wake up in the morning. Oh, how cool. This is a positive reaction. And you want friends who lie in this category other than not the friends who lie in this category because they are going to drag you down. They are not going to keep you up because that this is not normal for them. This is very challenging for them and they do not want to change. And eventually, if they don't want to change as per the normalization rule, this one, if they don't want to change, they will drag you down with. And that is going to be normal for you as well. That no, waking up at 5 isn't normal. Waking up at 10 is normal and they're going to drag you down. That's the litmus test. And the third one is the sunk cost law. So, if you have a friend from third grade, that doesn't mean that he deserves the place at your table. I would rather have a friend I've known for 3 months who challenges me than a friend I've known for 10 years who just talks about the past. You see, if the friendship is all about the past, that friendship does not has any future. You have to drop that friendship because it's all about the past. It's all about the comfort in the past. They're not looking forward to what they're going to do. And you are. So you have to drop them down. So how do you fix this without causing unnecessary drama? There are certain steps to it, and we call it the environment engineering. The first step is the audit. Write down the names of the friends you spend most of your time with and ask them this simple question. Not them, ask yourself this simple question. After I hang out with him, do I feel ready to attack my goals or do I feel drained? Be brutally honest with that answer, because if you lie here, you're lying to yourself, you're lying to the future you want to achieve. Now, the second step is fade. After you figured out which of your friends are draining you and which of your friends are actually putting you in a better mood, pushing you forward, after knowing that part, you have to eventually fade. You do not need a breakup speech or you do not need any drama. All you have to do is avoid them. Decrease the time you spend with them. It's that simple and it's no rocket science. It's very easy to understand. It's very easy to do as well. So, all you have to do is the next time he texts you that, bro, let's hang out together this time, you have to say that, dude, I'm working on this project. I'll see you soon. It is that simple. You do not have to cut them off completely right after that. You have to fade it. Now, it is gonna make you feel guilty and you are going to feel lonely eventually. But, my friend, you feeling lonely is actually a good thing because that creates a vacuum where your new life begins. Now, the third step is aggressive curation. Unfollow all those meme pages, unfollow all those friends from your high school, because I believe that you may not have all these winners in your city or your town right now, but you can have a feed of winners. Follow people that are 10 years ahead of you and listen to every single thing they say in a loop. Let their normal become your normal. Follow people which are inspiring to you. Follow people which are at the place where you want to be. Curate a feed strong enough that pushes you forward every single time you go there. Now that might sound very irritating to you, like probably how is Instagram gonna help us? Dude, you know how much knowledge you can get even on Instagram. And you're not gonna leave Instagram this soon. It is not that easy for you to drop Instagram eventually. We have a better solution for that. Use it for your benefit. Follow people which are better than you. Follow people which are at the place you want to achieve. And there you go. You have this loop. Listen to them in a loop. Listen every single thing they say. And as I've said earlier, let their normal be your normal. I'm not telling you to be a loner. I'm telling you that access to your time is a privilege, not a right. Nobody trapped you in that room. You walked in. And every day you stay in a dynamic that mocks your ambition, you are choosing to stay. You can keep everyone or you can change, but you rarely get to do both. Change who has access to you, and your future will change without effort.